Yo, what's up? This is your boy Walter Jones, also known as Zach, the original Black Ranger, and you are watching Rollin' Wrestler Review Show.
How's it going, everybody? My name is Brandon Dudechair Craven, and as you can see, we're in a little bit of a different location for my Monday Night Raw and my SmackDown Live Top 5 this week. A little bit of explaining my other computer room that we usually do these in, that we've been doing these in the last few weeks, on and off, has been in my other computer room, has been in my office. Well, my office is currently working on the WrestleMania 35 review, which will be out this weekend, hopefully. So just be prepared for that. And again, guys, I'm so sorry that these videos have been spotty over the last few weeks. Things have been really crazy. But this is the start of a new week. This is the start of a brand new revamp of the whole channel, kind of. Same graphics and everything. But anyways, how you doing, everybody? My name is Brandon Dudechair Craven, and thank you so much to Walter E. Jones of the Mighty Morphin Power Rangers for doing that incredible intro for me. I met him at Comic-Con back in March, and he's just an awesome guy. I've got a couple more intros from fans and subscribers coming up, and I want to make that a regular thing. I'll get into more into that later on. But guys, without further ado, let's get in to this week's top 5 moments from Monday Night Raw. Here we go. My number 5 this week has got to go to the double contract signing between Becky Lynch, Charlotte Flair, and Lacey Evans. I thought it was a really cool concept. Not having one on the other, or one on Raw and one on SmackDown, was really interesting to me, because normally that's how they would do it. They'd have one signing on Raw, one signing on SmackDown, but I guess since it's a double champion, they decided to have them both on Raw, and I thought it was really cool. It was a good segment. I thought the heels getting over was really good, and the heels teaming up on Becky was really good too, so I thought that was really cool. Number 4 this week, Nikki Cross actually wrestling for once. Thankfully, she seems to be on Raw now instead of SmackDown, which I could kind of see her on Raw because Sanity is really no more. But, you know, and I mean, actually wrestling too. I mean, she's wrestling for once. But it only really seemed that she was on the show because she was close to her home country of Ireland. So, I mean, it kind of seemed a little cheesy, but, you know, it got the cheap pop. So, whatever it takes. My number 3 this week, the women's fatal 4-way match. It was actually really good, which is not something I've seen lately out of the women. Most of the women's matches are really just kind of forgettable, but this was really good. The jump Dana Brooke took off the top of the ladder was actually highly impressive. It's good to see her kind of breaking out a little bit, so that's really cool too. And plus, Nikki Cross actually won it. Like I said, she's the hometown girl, so why wouldn't she? Number 2 this week, Cesaro versus Rey Mysterio. Now, I could watch these two guys fight for hours. I could have watched this match go on for hours. This was a pay-per-view caliber match. It was awesome to watch. But both guys are extremely talented. I wish they would push Cesaro as a singles competitor now that he's on Raw by himself. I wish they would give him a really, really good push because he deserves it. He really deserves it. And he could be a face too. He could legitimately be a face. So I think he just really, really deserves it. I can't say enough about that match. It was really, really good. And my number 1 pick for this week has got to go to the Bray Wyatt Firefly Funhouse, and it went dark. I have been waiting for this moment, like many people, for the last few weeks. I've been waiting for it, and it finally happened, and it looks like his character is going to be amazing. Don't screw this up, WWE. Don't mess it up. You can have something really, really special there, and it just looks really, really, really good, but tonight showed a lot of promise too. Now let's take a look at some honorable mentions for this week. Honorable mention for this week has got to go to Roman and Miz versus Elias and Lashley. It did what it was supposed to do. It pushed those storylines forward with Shane interfering in the match, and then all three of them jumping Roman and Miz at the end. It did what it was supposed to do. I have no complaints about this. None whatsoever. No complaints. Now let's take a look at my pros and cons for this week. And you guys are really going to enjoy these. My pro for this week, Braun Strowman not being in the Money in the Bank ladder match. Folks, let's face it. If he's in the Money in the Bank ladder match, he's going to win it. Who could you imagine him beating him for the Money in the Bank? He's an unstoppable monster. And that's the thing. I'm glad they took him out because now he can do something else. And you actually don't know now who's going to win the Money in the Bank contract. You really don't, because now it's just a toss-up. So I really like that they took him out. I didn't like that he was in there to begin with. So it was really nice to see. My cons for this week, Mojo Rawley re-debuting on a random Raw. It was a random Raw. They played all these vignettes of him psyching himself up or talking to himself in the mirror, looking at the man in the mirror, so to speak. And it was just weird to have him debut on a random Raw overseas. It was weird. It was just really, really weird. So I don't know. I don't know what their thinking was, but he did pick up the win against Apollo Crews. So, hopefully this is something for him. My other con for this week, now this isn't really something that happened on Raw, but if you haven't seen social media this week, especially yesterday, Seth Rollins and Becky Lynch are officially dating. Here's my problem with that. Not only, in my opinion, does it make Becky's persona look weak by having the man have a man, because it gives her that weakness of now she's vulnerable. Now she's really vulnerable. Where she was the loner, she had that loner persona, she was invincible. Nothing bothered her. But now that she's got a man, it makes her look weak. It makes her look vulnerable. And that's not the way that she needs to be perceived right now. So that's my complaint about it. And also my other complaint personally also means that any chance that I have with Becky Lynch is now gone. It kind of hurts. Wait, who's single again? All right, no, we're back into it. Let's go. And guys, that's honestly going to do it for this week's Monday Night Raw Top 5 Moments. Hope you guys enjoyed it. And like I said, guys, we're back full time now. So what I'm going to do, and this is the way I'm going to do things, you'll see my Monday Night Raw Top 5 on Tuesdays instead of late on Monday night, because I don't like posting that stuff on Monday night, late at night like that. I'd rather post it the next day. You'll see my SmackDown Live Top 5 on Wednesday afternoon or Wednesday evenings. You'll see that. Thursday will be Throwback Thursday, Arkham Asylum, or Batman Arkham series. And then on Fridays, we're going to pick up the WWE 2K19 again. So we're going to be doing that. And hopefully all this culminates in this weekend being my NXT TakeOver New York and my WrestleMania 35 reviews on Saturday and Sunday, respectively. So hopefully that all happens. Who knows? Because I'm trying to make WrestleMania 35 really big. So who knows at this point? Because I don't. But anyway, guys, I hope you guys enjoy the videos this week. Again, thank you so much to Walter Jones for the awesome intro to the show this week. Hopefully that I'm hoping to make that a regular thing. I've got a few more intros coming out this week. One's a really good friend of mine, and the other is another person I met at Comic-Con who's also shaped my childhood a lot too. So, hopefully I want to make that a regular thing with you guys. So I'll talk more about that later on when I get some more details planned out. But until then, guys, God bless you. My name is Brandon Dudechair Craven, and you have been watching the Rollin' Wrestling Review Show right here on YouTube. Not this mess again. Really? All right, you're going to interrupt me. Just interrupt me. Go ahead.